I was his key hair and makeup artist on that film. It was a period piece set 1924. And I worked on that for, I think that was a good 6-month project that we worked on. But I haven't done
highly
it
interested.
I had to work like a regular job.
I'm highly interested.
That was the most fun thing I've ever done in my entire life. The most fun.
I just noticed the recording symbol at the.
I just hit record. Kat's talking about how she was a makeup artist for a movie called Viridian.
I was plugging Viridian. It has won several awards now. It's
when you started talking about Viridian, I was like, we gotta hit record. I want this.
Hit record. Yes, all of the screenings for film festivals have currently been postponed due to COVID-19. Thank you, COVID. You're awesome. But it's being screened so far in Los Angeles, at a couple of film festivals. It's screening. I know for a fact one in Bloomington and one in, that's all I know for sure. There's a couple of others I know, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. It's won awards for best costume, best noir film. It's pretty dope.
Oh, they're sideways.
Your side? No, you're wrong because everybody else is right. Oh no.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Sideways?
You're sideways.
Oh,
now
hello.
You're correct. Now
hello.
You're fine.
Wait. Okay.
Actually, my hair looks good today. We're gonna keep the hat on. Or I don't need the Panama Jack hat. I don't need to be a Midwestern dad today. There they are. We actually just hit record. Perfect. We'll do the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Marvin's Room. I am Marvin, and you're in my room. How did you get here? Oh, wait, I invited you. Welcome to the podcast that we do. I didn't know if I was going to do one this week, and then the lovely people that you see here were like, hey, are we doing the thing? And I was like, sure. I had a little 48-hour thing. I thought I might have had the Rona. It turns out I just had a little bug that was like, you're going to have a fever, but only at night. And my doctor was like, apparently that's normal for the weaker infections, for the fever only to pop up at night. So she was like, keep an eye on it. If anything happens, you know, let me know. She was like, are you short of breath? I was like, no. Did you lose your sense of smell? I was like, definitely not. Did you lose your sense of taste? I was like, have you seen me lately?
Damn it.
No.
So yeah. So it's a good time. We're feeling good. Kat and Angie definitely are a little bit ahead of me on the drinky poos. I got myself a little Sprite ginger and Seagram's apple, so a little apple ginger. This is a drink friendly cast, so if y'all want to grab a drink,
It is.
feel welcome to do
right
so.
Here. Hello. I'll
From
try to keep my
today.
cool this whole time.
Are you in your car?
I'm in my car.
She's drunk in her car.
For the purpose of the cops, the keys are nowhere near her.
No. They're in the back seat.
Wait. They're right
Throw them in
here.
the back seat, Angie. Throw them.
They're in the back seat, Angie.
Back seat.
Oh wait, you.
I mean, you can't get a DUI after the fact, right?
Back there. There. She checked him in the back seat.
There you go. So now the cops can't get you.
You
Correct.
can if they're within like so many feet of the ignition. You can still get busted in some states.
And if any police are watching this, all I have to say is, how are all those Blue Lives Matter protesters looking for you right now, bud? Because they are turning team real quick right now on the, like, all of the Trumpy Blue Lives Matter people are now less Blue Lives Matter than a lot of the libs.
All lives matter except for the elderly and immunodeficient.
We're getting edgy. We're getting edgy.
Personally,
immediately.
raise a glass to the men and women in our emergency response sector, keeping us all safe and healthy.
Yep.
And I raise a finger to anybody who is protesting right now because y'all are fucking stupid. Welcome to Marvin's Room.
I had a whole conversation with my parents. I called my mom to like tell her about my weird happenings. And she's like, now my mother's in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I hear all this noise. I'm like, Mom, where are you? They're like, oh, we're at a brewery in downtown Gatlinburg.
As you do.
Mom. She's like, they're only at 50% capacity. I'm like, it counts. Go home.
It's not that bad.
We
Also, Kat, this is Cami and Josh.
Hi,
Cami and Josh, this is Kat.
Hello.
They are my beautiful friends in the indie, along with Angie.
We're stuck here.
Yes.
In the arm.
There's more light in here now.
Yes.
I mean, you all, there you go.
Levi and I definitely look like we're like in dungeons with like fake lighting.
Well, and I would if I were inside, and that's why I just took a few steps to my car, and I look like a damn fool. But
I mean, if I went out, I mean, I could go about 3 feet ahead of me in my sunroom, but like, it's
how's this?
That I don't want to do it.
Oh,
I hear birds.
There we go.
Whoa.
Levi, are you sure you should be recording this right now? Because I'm actually like a damn fool.
Hey, that's what we do, baby.
This is gonna be recorded, and people are gonna see this for 20 years, and it's gonna ruin my future political career.
I already had a whole moment.
Your future political career. Oh no.
I already had a whole moment, Levi. I forgot that I wasn't gonna tell people at my job that I was applying for other jobs. Haley watched it and she's like, "Hey, I noticed that you applied for the job because I watched your podcast with Levi," and I was like, "Shit, I wasn't gonna tell you that." And then she knew, and then I had to like go into a whole explanation. So I have to edit myself just a smidge. Of course, now she knows. So like, that's the biggest secret that I've got from her is that I was applying for a job. It became like a whole thing.
I'm sorry. No, Cami, don't look at me like that. I see you.
I had to turn the fan on. It's getting all hot in here.
But
I
Levi,
see it. I
Haley
see you,
did
Josh.
say she's like, I have to tell you that Levi's really funny. She's like, I didn't think Levi was really funny. I'm like, of course he's really funny. He's my friend.
She didn't think I was funny?
Well, she didn't realize how funny you were until she actually like watched one of our podcasts.
Oh.
On it. Because like I told her, of course I told her you were super funny.
Do I know her?
No. She's
okay.
She's my coworker.
I was like, what, did she come to open mic and just think I was trash?
No, she's never known. She lives in Paris as well. She's one of Dan's former students.
Oh, so she probably knows Mark Clark.
She might know Mark Clark.
She probably knows my cousin.
What year did Mark graduate?
He was homeschooled.
Oh.
He was very, but it's Paris, Illinois. I mean, come on, they all know each other.
She might know Mark.
They probably went to church. They probably went to the same church together.
She said Johnson.
Well, what's her last name? I don't care what she's like. What's her last name?
Johnson.
You were like, she's a Johnson. I was like, really?
Johnson. So yeah, she probably does know him. I have to ask her on Monday tomorrow.
Yeah.
If she knows Mark Clark. Because wait, how old's Mark?
Mark is 24, 25.
So she might know more because she's like 26.
He'll be 20. He'll be 24 in October.
She might know. Yeah.
He's
like
4 years younger than me.
So she might.
And his birthday, yeah.
She might. And she's got a younger sister, Jenna, who might know him as well. So I'll ask.
Well, okay, you do that. So I had an idea for a little improv game if we want to give it a try. It's very quick. Very quick. It's meant to be just kind of it's normally meant to be like a conversation starter, brainstormer, but we're kind of already there. But I want to see what we do. So when I had Berg and Marshall of Theft Mart on the podcast last time, so if you want to check theirs out, we did that last week. I'll have a link to it at the end of the video, and go check out their podcast. I was on 2 episodes of that. I got very drunk on one and did a bad Michael Caine impression for about 30 minutes. And then I got mildly drunk on another and tasted fake pee. If you want the context, listen to the episode.
I'm losing it over here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But we were talking about Kim Jong-un's untimely demise, and then we mentioned something silly. And then one of us said, I'm going to take that a step further, and then built on it. And then I said, I'm going to take that a step further. And before we knew it, we had written Space Jam 2. And whoever won, if Michael Jordan and the Tunes won, it meant that Dennis Rodman, who had been adopted into the Kim family because of his closeness with Kim Jong-un, got to take over North Korea. However, we all know that Kim Jong-un is apparently alive again. Like, he's apparently still alive.
Alive again.
He's still alive, rather. So I'm gonna pull up a news article, and then I'll take it a step further. Belgians are urged to eat more French fries to help potato farmers amid pandemic-related difficulties. So Belgians need to eat more fries. I'm going to take that a step further and say that the Belgians not only have to eat more fries, they have to make the fries into Belgian waffles.
That's already America. America already does that.
I was gonna say, it sounds like White Castle.
That's just waffle fries. God damn it. I know. It normally has to happen more organically, I guess.
Yes,
Okay, we're already there. So I'm going to take it a step further and just say that we're already done with that little game, and I'll try it later.
I am making French fry waffles tonight for dinner.
I'm going to take that a step further and say that you need to make chicken and French fry waffles.
Challenge accepted. I have chicken as well.
Okay, well, there you go.
Is chicken and waffles really that big of a deal? I've
Yes,
never
it
had
is,
them,
Angie.
and
It's so fucking good. It's a thing.
Sorry.
It's a thing.
What?
Magic.
So
I've
My
never
English teacher, I brought up chicken and waffles one time in high school, and my junior year of high school English teacher thought I was making it up and that it didn't exist. And I was very cross with her, and it was during a presentation of World Foods, and I was like, well, it's the one like truly American dish I could think of. I like to start off the show with asking how people are doing, and since I've had Angie and Kat on the show already. Well, Angie, you haven't been on the show. You've just been in a Zoom call.
he's been around.
I don't think you've been on an episode of the show. Yeah.
Recorded, and I don't know how I feel about that. So
Okay, well, we can see how long it lasts.
You're gonna have to do a lot of editing.
Yeah, don't worry. Cami and Josh, I like to check up with my friends. How are you doing in quarantine land, my beautiful babies?
I mean, honestly, it's nothing really different than what we usually do. I work at a hospital, so I still go to work Monday through Friday. And
I stay home anyway. I just can't go out with my friends as frivolously as I used to.
Yeah,
That part's
that's fair.
it's just different times, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
And the severity of the pandemic, but
No, it
at
definitely
the same
sucks.
time, it's not as bad. I feel like some people are making it out to be, but still not to be taken lightly, I guess.
It's
yeah,
very situational. It's very person to person how everybody's taking it. Like some people are really getting the shit end of the stick, so to speak.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
We are fortunately not those people right now. But
For
Well, that's
sure.
good. Friggin' keep it that way, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Josh's hair has gotten very long, and it's very pretty.
Yeah,
Uh,
We got like 3-4 inches cut off last week.
what?
Yeah.
uh-huh.
I'm growing the sides out too, so eventually it's all going to be the same length. But yeah,
I'm growing my hair out too. I also cut it all off like 3 months ago, so you know.
My hair's
Now,
thin.
it all off.
I need
What?
to.
I was gonna say, what's Angie's definition of cut it all off? Where was it, and where did it
Okay, so I got it cut at the very end of December. So I mean, I cut it all off. It was like right here. And I've
Oh.
had long hair forever. It was dead. It needed to be. It needed to go. So you know. And yeah, that's it. There are a lot of
I
people
got
that just like
beautiful-
walk around.
Beautiful locks. It's very annoying. You're very annoying.
Yeah, Angie, you're annoying with
Oh.
your beautiful
Beautiful.
hair.
I mean, I
Um,
have super long hair, but this is like 4 years of work. I'm not like desperately in a panic-stricken rage cutting it off. A lot of self-control.
Yeah.
so I'm sorry. I'm
What?
about to go on a completely different thing here.
Go.
I'm not trying to
Do
change
it.
the subject, but like I'm empty, and for the record, not driving anywhere, by the way. And remember how I mentioned earlier I'm not wearing any pants, which is 100% true.
So
Like,
now you
there's
need to go
like
get more.
in your car.
Yeah, and
I love
I
it.
just don't give a fuck, okay?
like
I just really don't.
Life right now.
I'm obsessed with you.
I'm jelly, honestly.
Like there's, oh shit, my headlights are just on forever. But
Oh,
there's like a
way to
house
go.
that's like diagonal of me, and their garage door is open, and there's someone just sitting out there.
So
And if I got out of my car now, he would see me and he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
You're gonna make a mad dash for your house with no pants on for more booze.
I'm right in front of my house.
This is my.
I can hear you.
This is awesome. I'm so excited. Take us with you.
I mean, I can like, when I get out of my car, I can just,
Mad
pan
dash.
out a little bit and just show you the journey.
Take us with
Yeah.
you. I want to see the mad dash.
Don't-
Levi, you're not going to be able to post this entire podcast because of me. I'm just letting you know.
Just
That's
put a
fair.
rating system. Just put a rating system. Just put a censor. Just put a censor bar over.
If I can,
myself.
exactly. Trust me. If I can cut out what I've cut out from people so far, you're gold, honey. You're fine.
Okay, so that begs a question. What's the worst thing you had to cut out? Can you think of it off the top of your head?
It's not really worst in terms of. It's not really worst in terms of content. It's mostly just comics calling out other comics by name, and me not wanting those comics called out on the podcast.
So you're cutting out a lot of tackiness, okay? But
yeah. So not so much content of like vulgar things. Like it's
Okay.
the only thing I've been cutting out is just like when like if things get a little too personal. And then I'd be like, well, not trying to start beef. Not trying to have any like comedy scene like sharks and jets shit going on.
Interesting. I feel like I'm not going to be able to get out of my car for a while. It's still really light, and I have no pants on.
That's a you problem. That is
like, you know what,
you.
Levi?
Did you take your pants off in the car, or did you get in your car without pants on?
Without pants, but to be fair, my robe covers everything that needs to be covered. It's still just like, why is this person getting out of her car in just a robe? And that's
I don't relate because I live on the avenues in Terre Haute. And yeah, I hear some head nodding because I don't care. I don't do meth. I'm still better than everybody on my block. It's fine. Like if I step, like I routinely let my dog out in my underpants. Every morning I'm in my underwear letting my dog, like, to be fair, I also have like hedges that surround my yard, but like if some crackhead who's riding his bike down the street sees me in my underwear, that's not the weirdest thing he's gonna see today. So I'm not that worried about it at all, like at all. But you say you live up near Carmel, that might be the weirdest thing they see today, someone like jetting from their car
it is
to get more
Caramel.
It is.
Which is why
Caramel.
Because I'm a weird person who does weird things.
I prefer the city of Newgate, Indiana. Thank you.
Nougat?
Yeah, because it's like a candy bar joke. I'll be here all week.
You kill me. Levi, you kill me.
Thanks,
I can't.
I recently got into an entire intense conversation with my neighbors at 3 o'clock in the morning because I was trash, super neighbors. And I was like, I'm gonna have a bot, like I'm gonna put a fire in my fire pit because, whatever, it's in my yard. It's like a little contained fire pit. Everything's super legal. And I hear someone across the alley saying, hey, Kathleen, good morning. I'm like, shut up.
Hey, Kathleen.
Yeah, nobody calls me by my full name. It's super weird. And then I realized when I was hammered at 3 in the morning, it's my neighbor across the street who knew my grandparents who previously owned this house. And other neighbors that lived 3 doors down were broken down with their hazards on in the middle of the alley because it's the avenues. And so we had a whole conversation about how they used to steal my grandparents' tomatoes. at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, I'm fucking trash. This all sounds like a freaking fever dream. I don't know what I'm doing. If you need me, knock on the door. Goodbye. That's how that went.
There you go.
Welcome to
Holy shit. What is Terre Haute?
What?
It is as it sounds. Cami, I'm sure, has some great stories. She grew up in a wonderful area of Terre Haute.
Where'd you grow up, Cami?
Okay, to be fair, I did not grow up in a terrible part of my neighborhood. I grew up by Barrington Grove.
Oh, yeah. I've lived over there.
It wasn't until I moved to Greenwood Manor.
Greenwood Manor, that's what it was, yeah.
Oh no, I don't even know what that is.
That's when you and I met. That was high school.
To be fair,
wasn't it?
It's not all terrible. Once you get to the outskirts away.
Like once you weed neighbors out.
Section 2. Once you get to the outskirt away from section 1, you're fine.
Once you're over in section 2, you're good. It's all pretty much like fairly normal individuals.
Right, it's actually kind of pretty. They keep up on the landscaping.
I like section 2, but section 1. Whew.
Yeah, and the closer you get to the laundromat section, the more chaos ensues. Someone stole my mom's tire off a van there. It's just a shitty Plymouth van. It wasn't anything.
That's really a good statement about the city of Terre Haute, though. It's just the closer you get to the laundromat, the more chaos ensues.
It's so true, because I live so close to the laundromat here. I live 3 blocks away from what used to be the washboard laundromat.
And that one's
Ponty Rose Middle School.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo, dog, it's just going down at the laundromat.
Yo, real talk.
Yo.
Dead ass, you're not wrong.
No.
I literally, one of my friends, every time she goes to the laundromat, there's always something going on, and she and her boyfriend will just sit in their car and just Snapchat the entire thing. And they'll be like, bro, what the fuck?
I have never
were
been
using
to a laundromat in
trash
Terre
bags
Haute.
as a mask, like COVID.
When I used to go to the laundromat, it's like I was seeing a guy who lived in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh,
so,
God, I thought you were going to say you were seeing a guy who was living in the laundromat, and I was like, yo, that's OG. Hold up.
No, I was seeing a guy in Louisville, Kentucky who also used the laundromat. So, every 2 weeks, I would go down to Louisville for the weekend. So I would just save all my laundry. I would do literally all of my laundry in another state to avoid having to go to a laundromat in Terre Haute. I would just wait. I would just go to Louisville, Kentucky, and do.
I mean, as you do.
Absolutely, don't fucking blame you for that.
No, and it wasn't even a great laundromat. We would sit there. His name was Brad. He's a very nice guy. We're still friends. And
we'll get him on the show.
We would sit down. Shut up. We would sit down and we were hanging out, waiting for our laundry to go, and we would watch people open up our washers and go through our laundry. And we're like, dude, we haven't left. We're right here. Stop fondling my panties, please. That would be great. But it was still way better than being here in Terre Haute.
Fair.
That's really saying something.
That is really saying something. We would watch people fondle our clothes and be like, okay, dude. We're right here.
I'm very overwhelmed by this conversation right now.
Proud.
But she's not kidding though. I lost so many clothes washing, my shit in the Greenwood Manor washing, and I would sit there. I would only go outside.
Watching it, and it would steal your shit.
I lived right there, right next to it.
Didn't oh God, I can't remember if it was you or another friend. Didn't somebody didn't you see somebody shoot somebody else's car? I think it might have been someone else. I think that might have been.
That was somebody else, I think.
Yeah. Because I know there was somebody who was living in that area, and yeah, no, it was somebody else. It was Shanna. It was Shanna Shepherd. We'll get her on the show. She can tell the story. But
some dumbass kid threatened to light my brother's window on fire when we all lived there together. It was even the kids over there are nuts.
Just the window.
Just the window.
Oh,
Yeah.
there she goes.
Oh shit! I thought it wouldn't focus.
Break it
on
out.
me, so
Break it out.
I have it in
Oh,
gallery
I
view.
forgot the glass. I forgot the glass. Oh shit! I'm just gonna get a new one. I don't give a fuck.
Bucket. Bring the
I have
bottle.
no pants on at all.
Because that's the thing. Is it better to book it and make a mad dash, or is it better to like not draw too much attention to yourself?
Right.
And try to be low key.
Just calmly
Uh,
walk to the door.
Because
Well,
with
that
the with like the
guy-
kimono robe or whatever, you can kind of make it so it seems like you're wearing shorts, I guess.
Look, it covers everything that matters. That's why I'm
Well-
not wearing any pants.
Well, there you
Okay.
go. Then what's the problem?
Because there was this guy that was sitting in the garage, and he has to be like 30 something, and he.
You need to stare down.
You know how people are who sit in garages, okay?
That's
they
true.
just-
And you just close them.
Where's I'm just gonna mute and stop.
Okay. We're still gonna be watching you the entire time.
I'm
We're
just
still-
going. Okay, you know what?
We
You
want to
know what?
know.
Here we go.
Did you open the fancy one?
None of mine are fancy because I wouldn't be able to afford my alcohol habit otherwise. So
Fair. Well, there was one you had. It was a really like nice looking bottle.
yeah, it was like that.
It was
really
like the
nice
really
glass one,
crystal
'cause I
like.
think-
Could have made a vase out of it. Like it was.
yeah, I was furloughed for 3 weeks. Okay, and I decided I would get a fancy bottle Prosecco to celebrate. Hold on. Boom.
Hey.
Going back to work. It's not this one, but it was a very fancy bottle.
You
I'm
want
really
a
glad
fancy
I'm wearing a shirt
bottle.
today. Anyway, new glass, very
Hell
fancy.
yeah. New glass. Who dis?
I'm not wearing any shoes either,
Proud.
but wait. I feel like all the focus is on me, and I'm just trying to keep like everything covered up so no one sees.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Josh?
If there's no tits and ass, I'm not interested.
Oh my God. Where did Cami go? Was she overwhelmed by this and had
Yeah,
to?
she couldn't handle it. No,
Good.
she was
She was-
making a drink.
She was getting
She
too
had to
hot.
join
She had to
everybody
step
else in the
outside.
drinking party
Is she making a mojito?
of some sorts.
I was
No,
dead ass
yeah,
just about to ask that because those mojitos we made when I came and stayed with y'all for a couple days were fucking off the hook. Those were so good.
That's the only thing Cami drinks is mojitos, I
You
think.
know what? With reason, because mojitos are good.
Mojitos are delicious. I'm
So-
so like all the leftover dregs of alcohol that I happen to have in my like mini bar. So it's amaretto and pink lemonade. That's where I'm at.
nice.
Amaretto.
Amaretto.
Amaretto by morning.
Yeah. It's very sweet. It's sweeter than the rosé I typically drink, but
Josh, what do you got? What was you about to say?
Oh, I was gonna say we found this international market, and so we got this like mango nectar, and
Ooh.
some like 2-liter pineapple soda.
I like that.
No, it was like a 3-liter. The thing was fucking.
Oh yeah, dude, you get those at Dollar Tree, but
Yeah, but I don't know. It was Mexican of some sort, so that was nice. But mixed all that together with some Bacardi, and
hell yeah,
oh hell yeah.
that's good shit.
it's really good.
I know. I want to get out and get some. I want to get some tequila because Cinco is coming up, and I'm not gonna be able to go to the
Wednesday, right?
stove really anytime soon. So I'm gonna have to stick with whiskey. But yeah, because Cinco is what, Tuesday? Because tomorrow's the 4th. Tomorrow's Cinco de Cuatro for all the Arrested Development fans out there.
Cinco de Cuatro.
And then it's
And for all the Star Wars fans.
yeah, it's May the 4th.
Has anybody watched the Parks and Rec COVID special?
That
Oh
was
my
fun.
God, yeah.
I watched it just last night.
Did you cry? I sobbed.
I cried, especially at the end.
I
Yeah, I
watched
started
it like
getting some emotional strings pulled at the end. I was like,
I didn't cry, but the heartstrings were pulled.
oh, I did because I'm such a fucking baby.
Well,
like,
I don't have as much, like, I really like Parks and Rec, but I don't have as much of an emotional attachment to it as I do to something like, say, the Community.
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I saw like the last season, but for the most part, I've seen a lot of those episodes several times, so it's a really good show.
And Parks and Rec, those are shows I'm so emotionally invested in that when anything like that happens, and of course, like Amy Poehler is my absolute hero. I listen to her audiobook of her memoir anytime I'm feeling down. So just hearing her voice makes me feel good. And then so this whole episode happened, and I'm like making breakfast, watching it on YouTube on my phone. They're literal like just a whole stream of tears like pulling down my face. My boyfriend Dan's like, you need to stop. Just
no, she is our feminist hero.
She is our feminist fucking hero. She has an entire quote. She ends her sex like her sex advice on the note: if you don't eat pussy, keep on walking. That's in her book.
Oh my god. Okay, on that note, I have to go like right now, guys. I'm very sorry, but I have to go.
Oh yeah, it's 8 o'clock. You said you did say you had another engagement.
I had a thing.
All right. Bye.
I love you all so much.
Babe.
Oh, Leroy says bye.
There we go. Glad that's over. Fuck her, right? I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That's so mean. Angie's the best.
She is. It's been we've had us a good little time. It's been fun having this. I know necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
And it's fun. This has caused me to like kind of reconnect with people I haven't talked to in a while. So.
And like connect groups that might not otherwise connect together.
Yeah, and that's what's cool, man. Like you all were under the same roof on my birthday, but you didn't know each other.
We just didn't all like connect.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is like
you didn't know
we may have been in the same roof, but we may not have like actually had a conversation.
So now hopefully if COVID, if we're good, we're in phase. I love how the governor's plan is in phases. It makes me feel like it's like the MCU timeline. Like when are we going to be in like the Captain America Winter Soldier area?
I like how it's like, but if anything goes weird, we can back out at any time.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I'm like freaking out about, because he was like, we're going to let students go back to campus. His exact quote, I'm going to find it because my coworkers and I have a group chat, and one of them put it in the group chat, and we were just like, I guess we're screwed, fellas. It is right here. Well, first, ISU said they're definitely doing work from home through the 15th. But one of the other phases has him by like the end of the month being like, anybody that can work from home should. So I don't know what that's going to mean if ISU like tries to make me go back. But as far as campus, like college students, the governor said, and I quote, "We don't know when this is going to taper off, but we know it's going to be a while. So we're going to be operating in this posture, and we're going to have to call audibles, adding in coordination with college campuses. And it's going to depend on whether the state's hospital systems can handle the numbers at the time. So it's not going to be if the cases are lower or if the infection rate's lower. It's going to be
how many people.
Students can go back into the dorms as long as the hospitals can hold them when they eventually get infected, is what that sounds like to me.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Which is very much the Indiana higher education system, I believe, in a nutshell. I don't know. All I know is ISU is doing online classes in the summer. They're doing online orientation. So as far as I'm concerned, if they let us work from home all summer, I won't even care. I'll be cool.
We really just need to do online courses for the rest of the year for all schools. Just
I think so too.
to let this blow. I mean, I know it's going to be hard, but
that's what's weird, dude.
Happens.
Answering calls for admissions, I've had people literally calling, being like, threatening to pull their application if their kids can't live on campus in the fall. They're like, if you're going to make them do online classes, we may as well just keep them home and have them go to a community college here.
It's like, that sounds like your own, then have them go to community
it's
college.
Like, oh God, yeah, dude.
Like, it sounds like, oh, I can't have my kids be bougie kids who live on campus. Let's have them be like regular working class kids who are still going to school.
Well, I get the logic behind it because it's like a lot of community colleges anyway. Like the students go for like for Ivy Tech, a lot of what it is the students will go for like a year or two and then they transfer. As far as Ivy Tech and Terre Haute anyway, the students go for a couple years and then transfer to ISU anyway.
That's like a really good option though. Like, go ahead and like do your prereqs online.
But that's the thing, and exactly, yeah. But
like, just A, they're saving money. B, they're saving this whole like having to be on campus for an English 101 course that we all know you can take English 101 online and be just fine.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that people aren't quite like.
They're not understanding.
They're not getting. It's like. It's just one of those where it's like. I mean, I don't know. I get it. I get some things, but not all the way, because it's like the thing that I get upset about, and there's going to be my one grievance that I'll air with my job this week. People are getting mad that, and I get they want answers. I don't fucking know anything. Right. I don't. They're like, well, what are you all doing in the fall? Are you going to have people on campus and doing classes on campus? What are you doing for August? I'm like, look, man, I know people want answers now. August is 3 months away. It wasn't until 2 days ago that Eric Holcomb said what the state of Indiana is doing for August. Not even fall, like fall semester starting in August. Like, getting our little Avengers phases.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm following CDC guidelines. What are you doing?
Literally what they've told us is just like, assume that we're going to be back to business as usual in August, and if anything changes, we'll let you know. And that's literally like all we can tell people. It's just like, you'll know when we do.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people need to get. If you're going to get, this is my PSA for anybody who has a kid going to college. If the person talking to you on the phone doesn't know if the school is going to be back in session and you can't find it on the website, probably means the people in charge haven't made the decision yet because they're waiting for to see what the governor does.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I might cut that. No one that I work with watches this.
Well, I mean, but it's not like you're saying anything controversial.
I'm not saying anything controversial. No, it's just me complaining that about the people that call and are rude when they expect us to have answers right now. It's like,
I don't have answers right now.
It's like literally, we're still trying to get people to send in their high school transcripts so we can know if they can even get in. Like,
I mean, people have been asking me.
We're just trying to get you all accepted, and then we can figure everything else out.
For you guys who don't know me, I work like in pharmacy, and they've been like, my patients ask me every day, like, when are you guys gonna open up your lobby and like go back to normal? I'm like, I don't know. We're gonna play it week by week and see what the governor says, because right now you guys are germy and weird, and we don't really want you in here. So that's just kind of how it is. It's day by day, play by play, and I think that's okay, especially for Levi. For you guys have like thousands of people running through campus. It's totally okay for you to be like, I don't know, because right now it's like, we don't know.
ISU has I work at ISU admissions. The only people watching this know me. ISU has 13,000 students.
Yeah.
That is 13,000 people from the ages of 19 to 23, 24. That's just undergraduate.
Right.
Like, that are living on that campus or live in the immediate area. We can't afford just to flip a coin and be like, all right, well, let's figure it out.
People, yeah.
It's like there's a lot of bells and whistles, man. Ya dingus.
Yeah.
And then the only thing that I'm upset about is we can't do comedy until June, which is honestly fine. There's literally nobody who's clamoring to have stand-up comedy back.
What about karaoke? Can we have karaoke back?
We can do online karaoke. Twitch is doing Twitch things where you can do karaoke online.
My friend Brittany's trying to do like an online karaoke party. It's Andrea Heyer's daughter, Brittany.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants to do online karaoke. I'm like,
we can do that. I can do some online karaoke.
Like people won't be drunk enough to hear me sing though, and that's a problem.
That won't be a problem for me.
I like when everybody's drunk, and then it's fine.
If anything, people will be drunker because they're making their own drinks and they don't know what they're doing.
Very accurate.
They're gonna be making the shit too strong. That was one of the memes I saw where it was like bartenders are cringing right now because everybody's gonna be going back to the bars when this is over. Like, why didn't you make it stronger? Because they've been making it so strong at home.
And 2 shots.
Oh yeah. The what was that, Sandra Lee? And 2 shots of vodka. Just destroys it.
Ina Garten's really good at that too.
Yeah.
2 shots is like 8 ounces of vodka.
Well, didn't she make a giant like "fuck you" Kool-Aid Man size picture of like sangria?
Fucking margarita.
That's what it was.
She made it in this like giant vessel. She's like, "We're on quarantine. I don't give a fuck." And it was beautiful. I love her so much.
Goodness, she is fun.
She's amazing.
Cami, you just make me so happy. You look just like you're about to read my fortune in all the best ways.
You do look so happy. I'm just very happy you're here.
You got the earrings and the hair, and you just feel like you should just have a tarot deck just ready to go. Lovely.
I have a couple behind me.
I love it, darling.
Oh shoot.
You all right? You good?
Oh.
Yep. Sorry.
Are you trying to share a thing?
No.
I thought you were trying to share a thing. Okay. Never mind.
No, you're good.
Anyway.
So we've been watching anything new? We've been listening to anything new? We've been what y'all been up to?
Oh man. Lots of video games.
Yeah.
As usual. Like, do you know me to do anything else?
I was about to say, you still on that Red Dead life?
Yeah.
Dude.
World of Warcraft and making 18th century stays. That's pretty much
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, Kat's been on that crafty shiz.
My sewing machine's about to murder me in my sleep.
Dude, I got Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I played through all that shit. It's so good.
Oh my god.
So good. If y'all want to see a Final Fantasy VII spoiler cast episode, make sure you hound James Helton. Because
my bastard can hang out with me and break quarantine. He goes, I can't, weepy face. I'm like, fuck you.
he was fixing his dad's toilet today.
See, here's the
So I was trying to get him to do a cast today too, and he was like, bro. Also, I have a grievance to air with James. I was gonna make him make him publicly apologize on this podcast, and I still might.
I'm going to video call him now. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I'm gonna make him. Oh, you're gonna need to turn down your brightness, dear.
Oh, sorry.
You are just shining like a diamond. But for context, for Cami and Josh, James just messaged me out of the blue, and he goes, "Hey man, I got a new number. Here's what it is on Snapchat." And I was like, "Okay."
That.
He's messaging me on,
Yes.
yeah. I put a Facebook post about it. For those who are not friends with me on Facebook, he was like, "Here's what it is." So I text a meme, and it's Don Draper from Mad Men with like a presentation board, and all it says is Don Draper is Pixar, and the presentation board says, "All right, so we're gonna give every mom in every movie an absolute dump truck of an ass."
Dump truck of an ass.
They all do have dump truck
They
ass.
all got wagons, 100%.
They're hauling a load.
That Mrs. Incredible.
Oh, that's who immediately comes to mind.
Oh yeah,
But they like Andy's mom in Toy Story.
Andy's mom and Toy Story. Yeah,
Dump truck ass too.
Dory, come on.
Stop it. Okay, I
Wreck-It
draw a
Ralph.
line.
Wreck-It Ralph he's caked up on a Thursday afternoon.
I was in there twice.
So I text that, and this person just goes, "New phone, who dis?" James, having just said, "I got a new number," I sent him a selfie of myself making a very funny face. And I was like, "It's your boy." And then the number goes, "Yeah, I have no idea who you are." And I found myself at a crossroads. Because I was like, is he doing a bit? Or have I typed in the wrong number? So I waited. And then I texted James on Snapchat. Be like, "Hey, it's me. I just texted you with the number you gave me." I get another text a few moments later that's just like, "No, seriously, who is this?" And then James messaged me and goes, oh yeah, bro, I just gave a bunch of people a random number. Like, I don't even know who it is.
Oh
So
dear.
I text the person, I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I said that he gave me his number but got a digit wrong because that sounded a lot better than my idiot drunk friend sent me a random message and said, hey, this is my number. So the person who I've been able to deduce is probably a young woman based on the nature of the text messages. Says, okay, good. Like, I just want to make sure because I've had trouble with stalkers who I don't know, like, texting my phone. And it was a whole thing for a time. And I was just like, okay, cool. So I'm, like, cursing out him over Snap. I'm like, James, you motherfucker. So I tell her, you know, oh, okay, sorry about that. My name is Levi. YouTube.com/Marvin Comedy is my YouTube channel. I have a podcast. If you want to give it a watch just while we're here. She sends me or they, I don't know the gender of the person. I just assume it's guys can be stalked too. It's just, you know.
How dare you assume their gender?
That's true. So I said, if you get any more texts from numbers you don't recognize, it's because James Helton's a fucking moron. And she said, or they said, thanks for the heads up. And also, yeah, I'm bored like 90% of the time right now. I'll check out your podcast. So mystery person, if you're watching this, leave a comment down below. In fact, if you're not the mystery person, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe.
Shameless plug.
And share with your friends.
I'll just throw that one right on out there. Oh my God.
And share with your friends.
I was gonna say, you gotta pose when you say that. There you go. Very YouTuber
This will be
pose.
the
Like and
thumbnail, yeah.
subscribe for more content.
Guys, I'm gonna need everybody to absolutely smash that like button. I'm gonna need you guys to wreck that like button. And remember, I'm always I need more alcohol.
Yeah, we went through that one pretty quick.
Yeah, so did I. Dude, I got these Oreos, bro. I'm about to go get them. I got their caramel coconut Oreos.
Yes!
They taste like a German chocolate cake.
God.
Yes.
It tastes like a German chocolate cake with coconut icing.
Fuck
This
off.
So
is
good.
delicious.
We smashed like a whole one in like 2 nights.
I am close to doing that. Luckily, my good friend Kristen gave me some brownies that she made. They're not like those kinds of brownies because she can't have those kinds of brownies because she's very pregnant. But they're delicious. They have M&Ms and chocolate chips in them. She calls them crack brownies because
I mean,
they're that
might as
addictive.
well, yeah?
Because they're that addictive. She like tops them off with some powdered sugar and stuff. Very delicious. Very good. I'm about to go get the Oreos though. I'm about to get something.
Yeah.
So
Somebody
it is.
make it being too
Oh, it's
cute.
Benjamin Button.
He was
I
being
want
too cute, too close to me.
Benji boy.
That was his mistake.
Oh God, the struggles.
Look,
The struggles.
More like the snuggles.
I
he
don't want to
went
be.
away for over a week, and now he has to suffer through my snuggles.
They all have to.
Look,
Right?
Benny. Look at the kitty, Benny.
Look at him cocking his
I
head.
don't understand. He's staring at me.
Benny's so mad. And I hear you, but I
You have-
love you. See, my other all-white cat would have already murdered me in my sleep if I had done this. Benny just makes quiet protests.
Yeah.
Quiet protest. Yeah.
Elsa's a freaking whore, and she would have caused permanent facial damage to my face.
Yeah. She would have.
Benny just makes
Here.
beautiful noise.
My beautiful goblin boy.
I
He's
can't
a
help.
good goblin boy.
I love him.
This boy has cat AIDS.
Oh,
He has the
cage.
good boy.
The
He
cage.
does. He's had a rough life before he came here to live at Casa del Cat. He's acting like he's really mad, but he actually really does like being here. I promise. He's
So cute.
like making noise.
He's got cheeks for weeks. They just don't
He's
stop.
a good
Oh, yeah.
boy.
Oh man, he's mad about it. Look at him. He's like, I'm not cute. Leave me alone.
See, I wish I had a cat.
He's so mad.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
He's done. Well, that was fun. He's
All right.
actually so happy to be home though, because he was.
I don't have a
gone
cat,
forever.
so I'm just gonna use my next best thing, which is an owl, ceramic owl bobblehead that I got from the Dollar Tree.
You can have Elsa. She likes you.
Yeah. This is Reginald. I talk to him when I'm drunk.
Oh, Reginald. He looks like a Reginald.
Reginald.
Come. I have a dog too. She's a good dog.
Heidi. Welcome to the pets portion of the Marvin's Room
This is the creature
podcast.
Come here, lazy dog. You get lazy dog.
Is that right, Leroy?
Oh, it's Leroy Stankins.
Leroy Stankins. This
That
is how
boy. Such a good boy.
White finger on it.
Oh god.
Oh, look, Heidi, look. Look at the other poopers. Look. Look at that poopers.
Oh god, my stomach. Don't look at
Does
it.
not care. She wants to back on top.
Don't look at it.
Oh man.
All right. I'm about to go. I'm finna go make another drink.
I do.
Do we want to keep recording? I'd be down just to chill,
Yeah.
honestly. I got nothing really to talk about. I just want to hang out with my babies.
I'm
So
having
I'll-
severe deja vu right now. Like I had the dream that this exact thing is happening. So
Well, I mean, last time we were on a Zoom call, this is pretty much what happened, where I was like, let's just hang out. honestly.
but like in
Right.
reality, it was like Levi had to go make another drink and I was gonna go have a cigarette and everybody else just hung out. So,
Yeah. Well, that is kind of what happened when Alex was like, I'm the host now.
Alex took over and I'm a pirate, so I just like deferred to
You were just like, sure. No, honey, what you are is a lemming. There's a difference.
Look. My stepfather has described me as a pirate queen, and that's the one I'm going for.
Maybe a butt pirate queen.
You know
Wow.
what? Stop reading my diary. I don't appreciate it.
I don't know which way I should point because it's going to be flipped on the VOD. All right, let's go ahead and do the wrap up then. This has been Marvin's Room. I like to give everybody a chance for some final thoughts. I was about to say a Jimmy Buffett final thought. It's supposed to be a Jerry Springer final thought. I have Jimmy Buffett on right now. That's Sirius XM channel.
Away.
Oh yeah, I'm wasting away, bud. I'm about to be shit. Kat, what kind of final thoughts do you have? What do you want the people to know, babe?
I know that things are starting to lift, but please don't venture into public unless you have to. I know it sucks. I know it's hard. I know it's tempting. But like, still stay inside unless you absolutely have to.
Cami and Josh, what do you got?
Cover your fucking mouth.
Wear a mask. Wash your hands.
Just
Yeah,
cover your fucking mouth.
there you go.
That's
Yeah.
all.
I mean, masks are available to buy in places. I know a lot of the time it's like we need to keep it for medical staff. They got
You
them
don't
literally.
have to buy it. All you need
Yeah.
is a t-shirt, 2 rubber bands.
Exactly,
Or a
there you
bandana.
Bandana.
Or some kind of handkerchief of
Silly scarf.
some sorts.
So let's
Or
go.
if you're like me, friends who are crafty.
That's true.
So a big shout out to friend of the show and my part-time co-host Alexandria Morin for making a mask for the old captain of the team.
Hell yeah.
So I got myself one. And yeah, you can buy them. You can buy them. My mom bought a couple. They got them just like on the counter at like CVS. I went to go pick up some prescriptions for my grandma, and they said, "Hey, you need a mask?" My mom's like, "I'll take fucking 4 of them shits." Set me up. So my mom's being safe. So
Good.
my final thought is, hey, diddle diddle, wear a mask with that fiddle. Don't get the Rona, or you'll die alone.
Words to live by.
This has been Marvin Drew. We do this every week, sometimes twice a week, youtube.com/Marvin Comedy. I have the premium version of Zoom now, which is why we haven't had to stop and restart. So we might actually go live on one of these one day if we're feeling kind of a little extra froggy. I'm glad we're stopping now because I'm starting to get in like Kev Smith mode. Like, listen up, everybody. We got the, so like I'm starting to get the kind of like that kind of thing going on.
That's my hero, so it's fine.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, we'll be doing this. Check it out. If you guys have any ideas, anything you want us to do on the podcast, anything maybe you want to like a special episode or any conversation topics, let us know in the comments down below. And make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get all the updates. I have other video ideas coming up that aren't just the show that I'll be working on here probably this week, now that I'm not feeling under the weather anymore with that weird fever that only occurred at 11 o'clock at night. And yeah, and remember, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose. Actually, maybe don't even pick your own nose. Don't touch your fucking face. And you shouldn't even be that close to your friends right now. 6 feet, bud, even when we get to phase 3. Thank you. Good night and good luck.
I'm sorry.
Good night and good luck. I felt like a weird Black Mirror episode.
I know.
With champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
And this is the apocalypse.
Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Right.
Stay golden, buddy boy.
Bye. Not in meeting. Whoa, easy. Easy, stop.